Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for joining me on my latest Fortnite Creative beginner tutorial that will show you how you can quickly, easily and effectively create your very first Battle Royale map or Fortnite Creative Battle Royale island. Now, what is Battle Royale? Well, it's a pretty simple gaming concept where you have a bunch of players starting with most likely nothing and who have the ability to generate or pick up loot, get better gear, combat other players, survive a ever-shrinking space around them, that is kind of the exclusion zone, and be the last person standing. Once that happens, you basically win. So how do you make that in Fortnite Creative? Well, it's a pretty simple concept that needs several elements. First of all, you need your player spawners, where your players will appear, and you can kind of strew this around, generally following a circular pattern where you place the spawners on the periphery of your island and where you have the ability to funnel your players into a central focal point. Now, besides the player spawner, you also need this. You need weapons. So inside of your content, you can simply get weapons and go add to chest. The same chest is then ready to be created, and you can kind of distribute these with the gear, the loot that you want your players to find. Now you have to have your exclusion zone. How do you create that? Well, you get that by searching inside of the devices for Storm. As you can see, you have several Storm generators. They're all doing the same thing, or basically you have your advanced, basic and a manager. We're going to use the basic Storm and we're going to set it, for example, right here, and imagine that this is the central point where the exclusion zone kind of takes place. You need to customize it, figure out how much do you want it to have the initial radius, or how big should it be. I'm going to make it pretty small. You have your final radius, wait time, resize time. All of these elements are kind of elements that you want to tweak depending on the game you want to have. For example, if you have a really punishing exclusion zone, it will get a damage level that is higher than 10%. On the other hand, if you want your players to be able to still get inside of the zone, if it's faster, for example, you want to have less damage. And the last thing we need is the actual rule. How do we get that? Well, we go into the island setting and search in the settings for last. Under mode and end condition, you will see last standing ends the game. Determines whether the game should end when there is only one player or team still alive in the match. We go for on, and right now we have the Battle Royale setup all ready to go. We're going to test it out right now, and we're going to enter the same kind of match. Here is the exclusion zone. Here we have my damage. As you can see, it's already making kind of an impact. I can get my gear or loot or weapons, and I can now combat other players while the zone is slowly growing around me. The last player that is left alive is going to be the winner. Really simple, really easy, really interesting. Of course, Battle Royale games kind of revolutionized multiplayer gaming some 10 years ago with titles like PUBG and many other, of course. And this is also a great opportunity for anyone who wants to create games in this fashion to get their first Battle Royale map out in Fortnite Creative. So there you have it, pretty simple, easy and self-explanatory. Hopefully you found this video useful, hopefully you found it interesting. If you did, please consider supporting me. There is a bunch of ways how you can do that. Check out my Patreon page, become my channel member, check out my books on Amazon, and the cheapest, easiest, fastest way to support me is to subscribe to my channel and be here for my new videos. That's all for me. Once again, thanks for watching. My name is Ivica. Have a great day and have loads of fun in your Fortnite Creative adventures. Until my next video, bye bye.